Action. This is James Helder for iFILM London. I'm in the Hilton Hotel today in London. With me, I've got the Dark Lord, Mr. Adam Booth. All right.
That dark? Did you shave in the dark this morning?
Why do you say that?
Because you missed a couple of little hairs. Look. Look at that, just there. I'll see if I can pluck them off. I'm just not gonna get involved in that for the moment.
Thank you. How are you? Okay.
Good, yeah. You?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. Today we're here for George Groves' announcement. Probably one of the worst kept secrets in boxing. Did you find it hard to keep it a secret?
No.
Okay, I'm glad that wasn't awkward. What did Frank Warren do wrong with George Groves? Why has he left?
No comment. Frank didn't. We're fine. Frank and I have got a good relationship. We talk. We've talked about what I want to do with George's career, and he's wished us luck.
Did Frank Warren deliver on what?
I'm not answering any questions. I've already gone through this.
You once dug out my Sri Lankan colleague about being everyone's friend and not asking the relevant questions to the relevant issue. Was that the question you anticipated?
You've asked the question. I'll give you the answer. No answer. Okay. You got any more questions?
Funny enough, I do have a couple more.
Sweet. Let's have them.
George's.
Why is your cameraman laughing?
We've got a few more questions that we've prepared, but I just don't know how we're going to... Well, that's the thing about iFILM. We don't have to be professional. We're a self-run, self-owned thing, so basically we can come and just take the piss, really.
Okay. Let me think about that one.
You like that one?
Not really, no, but I'll think about it.
George back on Sky. Him fighting James DeGale. Definitive moment for him. Maybe, in my opinion, maybe so far one of the highlight of his careers. Do you think that fight can be made again now? George is back on Sky. Talk to me a little bit about
that. I don't know if George being on Sky would help make that fight happen again. Hang on. Does this not work that well? Does it have to be right up under my nose like that?
You talk very, very attentively. So just
okay. So no, the fight with James DeGale will happen if James keeps winning and if it makes sense for George. At the moment, it doesn't make sense for George. George has got bigger fish to fry and bigger things to aim for.
On a personal note, was it disappointing for George not to be able to fight for the European title? I know he's fighting on the London Calling show the Saturday before, but an honest answer.
Yeah. He wants to fight for the European title, but in life sometimes you have to make sacrifices. When you make certain decisions, if you want something, you might have to sacrifice something else. And in this occasion, he has to sacrifice fighting for the European because he wanted that fight, and it's a really good fight for George. Muhammad Ali Ndai is a good fighter, and it's the type of fight that George needs, but it's not happening now.
When George was asked about certain things today, notably leaving Frank Warren, there seemed to be an answer he gave, a set answer. Was this something you and him had worked on?
We didn't work on it. Just say, not. If people ask about questions about the past, just say, don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. That's all everyone wants to talk about, but we don't want to.
You must understand from a boxing fan's point of view and an iFILM point of view, that is what people want to talk about today. Maybe not in the future, but today that is a relevant topical thing.
Well, I hope they have fun talking about it. Just don't talk to me about it.
Fair enough, I can't argue with that. Moving George Groves on now, 16-0. You're talking about his long-term goals. How close is he, do you think, to breaking maybe, for that European title fight, maybe breaking into that world level?
Well, he's already world ranked, and we're working on him developing the skills and becoming the fighter that he needs to be to challenge for the world title, to win the world title, and then to be able to stay there. Not papering over cracks, being honest with each other and developing him as a fighter. He's such a talented young fellow. He's so tenacious, and he's sitting in the perfect position. All he has to do is keep his head down, keep his nut down, and do his work.
Do you think George has kind of been underplayed a little bit? He hasn't sometimes got the respect he deserves, maybe the credit he deserves in terms of profile?
No, I think he has had the credit he deserves. He got voted the Boxing Writers Young Boxer of the Year. Mm-hmm. That's not they don't give that away to fellas that haven't shown something. No, I think he's had good accolade. It's been unfortunate that his profile has dropped over the last year or so, but he's had injury problems as well, and that's had a big factor in it. But any long professional sporting career will inevitably have injury problems, and he's now coming out the back end of learning that lesson. And we're happy, we're excited, and we're looking forward to what he's going to be doing in the near future.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much profile, how much did you enjoy seeing George Groves promoted by Haymaker? How good do you think that job was on a scale of 1 to 10?
Promoted by Haymaker?
Yeah, I'm just going back before Frank Warren. How on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think that job was in terms of getting George to where he wanted to be?
Relatively easy, because he was in the slipstream of David Hayes' career, and with the world heavyweight champion and somebody that is such a huge draw, to bring another fighter along underneath that was really easy.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think Frank Warren delivered for George in the short term that he promoted?
I love the way you're asking the same damn question in a different way.
What?
Ask me about Haymaker. I've told you about Haymaker.
It's my job to not reel you in and get you talking about certain things. If I asked you the question outright, you weren't gonna answer it.
Carry on.
No, to be honest, I'm kind of. Could you repeat the question?
No.
Got me a bit flustered.
Cougar don't want me to. Anyway, boxing.
Boxing, yeah.
What do you want to know?
What else do I want to know? Is anything else I want to know? It's a bit of a change in preparation now. Change opponent. George is out week early. Does that affect training? Is he already where you want him to be?
Yeah, because after the Glenn Johnson fight, he stayed in the gym. He's been sparring continuously and improving, and been doing 10 rounds standard as a spar, and finishing the spar not breathing, having done a lot of work. So his fighting conditioning is good. His weight's good. His mental state is good. He's healthy. He's fit. He's ready to fight. If Eddie turned up to me now and said, "Oh, by the way, the fight's tomorrow, can you do it?" Happy, he'd be fighting tomorrow. He's ready.
All right. Well, we're going to leave that there. Thank you for answering some of my questions, and I hope my line of questioning wasn't too.
Most of your questions, if you.
You done all right. You didn't give us the bit we wanted, but you done all right.
What did you want?
I want to know why he's left Frank Warren. This is James Helder for iFILM London. Thank you very much.